What's going on, everyone? Episode 45 of Putting You in Your Place. Today, I've got Matthew Massie here with us in the studio. This young man's 19 years old. He started a landscaping company, and I just thought his story was really compelling, and we've supported him, with some opportunities through some past clients of ours getting, a free mow service from his company and things like that. And we just wanted to bring him on and talk to him and introduce you guys to him. Matthew, thank you so much for being a part of the show.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, man, so let's just get into who you are. Where are you from originally? Let's just get into the nuts and bolts of who you are.
Yeah, so I'm 19. I from Blacksburg, Virginia here. Just graduate this year.
So from Blacksburg High School?
Yeah, Blacksburg High School.
Wow.
I went there and started when I was young, push mowing, thought it'd be fun, and took off from there.
Yeah. So tell us about when you started with the passion. Like, how early on in your life did you get started doing it? It was fun to you. Who influenced you? Like, who brought you to this and was like, hey, son, like this is your path. Like, tell us about that.
Yeah. So I was, say, 8. I was push mow with my grandpa. I thought it was the funnest thing ever. I don't know why, but I thought it was the funnest thing ever to push mow.
Right.
He let me mow, and then I started mowing neighbors' yards and just kept on from there. And I think I mowed 3 or 4, and then I bought me a riding lawnmower and kept building from there. And he helped me the whole way. So credit goes to him.
So
Grandpa.
he's been showing you the path.
Yeah, he's been showing me which way to go. He's helped me get everything and build to where I'm at. He helped me get there.
So you knew from very early on this was your way.
Yeah.
So how did school prepare you? How did school prepare you for that? What were you doing in high school to get you through? Because you pretty much knew early that school, like, the regular curriculum, the worker bee mentality, that wasn't going to be you. You were going to step out and be your own guy. You were going to be the entrepreneur. Like, you knew that. So how did your schooling go? Like, did you take it seriously, or did you get anything from it that you're applying to your life?
Yeah, so I did school where I finished early. School was important to me.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily liked it.
Yeah.
But it was part of my life. I had to do it. Had to get through it.
Yeah.
I was able, work with my teachers, able to get it done quicker, so I can go grow my business.
Yeah.
So I finished in December, and I knew college wasn't for me.
Yeah.
I knew the business was. So I finished early and kept growing.
Did you focus in on anything like marketing, or like were there any electives you could take, or did you just take a bunch of wood shop and just get through?
I just got through. There was classes I could have took, but I was that kid that wanted to get out and go. I knew what I wanted to do. I knew what I needed, and so I took what I needed to get out. Nothing special I wanted to take.
Yeah, I encourage more people to do just that.
Yeah.
I mean, we only train. We're only going to learn so much until we found what we want to do.
Yeah,
I mean,
totally.
that's why the kids in college that go to play basketball, if they're good enough for the NBA, they're gone after year 1.
Yeah.
I mean, so like, school serves a purpose for some, and it doesn't serve purpose for others. So I love that story where you just kind of did the basics. You knew the life that you wanted to live. You knew the path that you were going to need to travel on to get there.
Yes, sir.
So that's pretty awesome. What's been your biggest challenge?
Biggest challenge would probably be trying to keep up with everything. Over the past probably year, I've got really deep into it.
Yeah.
And trying to keep up with everything and not being able – it's hard to do it by yourself,
Yeah.
I've done it. I've done great. I've found a guy that helps me. He works for me. He does wonderful. And that was the biggest challenge, trying to keep up and do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, communication, and this will be a part of like I'm going to do a little business strategy with you and let you know kind of what my pain's been and kind of growing my business. But it seems like even with just trying to coordinate with you and communicate with you, I know you're on job sites and it's hard to communicate to everybody that wants to communicate with you or needs something from you.
Yeah.
And at some point, you're going to have to let that go. You're going to have to get somebody in an office, in a space, that's going to take all those calls and schedule you and invoice people and that type thing. So you know the organization of your company is going to be bringing in revenue that's predictable.
Yes, sir. So totally. My biggest part is, like I said, it's hard to do everything. I go out in the morning and I go work all day. Yeah. I got people calling me 24/7, texting me, emailing me. It's hard for me to go and email or text somebody when I'm on a job site and when I don't get done till dark. Yeah. And it's 8, 9 o'clock at night. So
no doubt.
That's my biggest.
Yeah. And so it sounds like you're another candidate that could be on the "If I'm Awake, I'm Working" crew. Yeah. You know, like that's the life I live.
Yeah.
You know, from the moment I get up, no matter when that is, is I'm jarred awake from something that needs to be handled in my life, that a client or a relationship or something that needs to happen with that. You know, that's work.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we max out. You know, we max out every last drop that we have before we hit the bed.
Yes,
you know, it sounds like you could be included in our little crew there. So let's talk about. Let's see here if I went in order here. So you are the one-man band right now.
Yes, sir.
You're the one-man band. So you know at some point to get beyond the income you're currently making, you've got to have leverage. You got to have people. So in your mind, when are you going to try to execute that? When are you looking at, because obviously you're covered up now.
Yes.
So you could have a couple more people involved and help you get to more locations faster, right?
I'd love to have more people. I'd love to have a couple more guys and an office manager too. Yeah. I'm at that point now where I want to grow and get into having my own office, not working from the house, having the office, having a office manager there to be able to do all the stuff, and then having the crew to go out to do the job, and not just me and one boy.
Yep. Hey, looks like an employment opportunity here in the New River Valley for somebody that wants to get some office work at a fair rate. I'm sure you pay them. You pay them fair.
Definitely.
You know, and we can help find the space.
Yes.
You know, so I'll definitely at the end of the show, I'll put my team on finding you some good office space that you could run a landscaping business out of.
I'd appreciate that.
See what we can do there.
Yes, sir.
So if you don't mind, I would love to kind of get into some business strategy and ideas on how I would go about growing your business.
Oh, I love that.
Okay. So like I'm going to be the guy, I'm going to be the guy that told Mark Zuckerberg to drop the on the Facebook, right? So I'm going to give you some advice, because when I look at your name, I mean, it's great, Massie Enterprises. It's got your namesake on it. Yes. You know, that's a legacy thing, I'm sure. I would maybe transfer that over to, Massie Landscaping or some sort of branding name where people knew what you did, right? So the branding name probably should have something to do with the jobs that you want. And you can keep Massie Enterprises. Like I've got the Scott Bunn Enterprises, and that's where all my checks go to. That's my depository account. But public facing, it's the Scott Bunn division. It's I'm a real estate company. If you need real estate service, then contact Scott Bunn division.
Yes.
And have you spent your first dollar on social media advertising at all?
Yeah, I've spent it on Facebook and then got a web page, like a Google page. And all, so
so to target people and to be able to market to them in a better way, the way that we've done it, and I think it would just transfer right over to you, is like we have our Facebook ad, but below that we have a website that they go to, and then they have we can capture their information, so we could also email them. And we have what they call a contact management system.
So I have that on my website or Google page or whatever. They can contact me through email on there. They can go on my Facebook and go down and see my website, click that, and see the services we offer.
Gotcha.
That's the thing. That's why I have Massie Enterprises. We offer so many different services. I mean,
take us through those.
So we offer hauling, foreclosure cleanups, debris cleanups. We offer the landscaping, then the regular mowing and that stuff, and then construction too.
Yeah.
We offer so many different services. Whatever.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So your main appetite, what's the main thing you're looking for every day? Are you just building on the mowing, or do you want to get these higher volume deals? Like what do you want to be known for?
So I like the mowing. I love the mowing, but I'd like to get into more construction side, more of, land clearing, more debris cleanups, that kind of thing is what I want to go towards.
Gotcha. So like in the business of marketing and branding your business, the whole funnel system, and we can talk more in depth of that and show you that off air, because we're not super prepared to kind of go through the process there. But the way that we do it is the top line of the funnel starts on Facebook. Yeah. And we drop them down. They get something on our website that we get to capture their information, and we do direct mail email marketing to them. And where I think it would be in great advantage to you is if you got to people that way, you could offer them a deal on mowing service, and then maybe you get higher end jobs along the way after you get in there on the mowing side of it. If they need brick pavers laid, or if they need like I don't know if you don't do any concrete type stuff, do you?
Not a whole lot of concrete.
But you could be the person grading around a swimming pool,
yes.
Something like that.
We do the grading. We are more into the grading, leveling, and prepping for the guys to do the concrete, or prepping for the guys to build the swimming pool. And we do lay pavers and stuff like that, but we're more into the grading and prepping for the guy to come in to build the swimming pool.
Gotcha. And at some point, you would envision having a crew that could do all of the I guess that's hardscaping, right?
Yes, yes.
So putting that stuff, is that something you want to get into as well?
Oh, definitely. Okay. Like I said, I want to get into hardscaping. I want to get into it all, but just having the crew, I'm trying to build on to the business. Yeah. It's just hard, one man and another man, just us two. It's hard to go on. I'm trying to build on to the business.
Yeah, so. It's going to be. It's going to be fun watching you climb and achieve and bring on people and provide employment and like, this is like I've had a lot of good stories, but this is a great New River Valley story. Local Blacksburg kid, gets through the basic needs of his education, knows the path of what he wants to do with his life, and then actually goes and achieves it. Yes. You can be an example for many people.
Yes, sir.
To do exactly what you're doing.
I'd love to be an example. I mean, it's hard. I thought when I was 8, oh, hey, I'm going to start mowing yards. It's easy. There's a whole lot more to it than just mowing yards. I mean, it's difficult. I'm not going to lie. It's hard.
And you've got to shoulder into the big brands and the big names that are already in town.
Yeah, oh, yeah, definitely.
There's
Valley, Back to Nature.
Yeah.
They're all good people. Yeah. But it's, you got to compete. You got to compete with them.
Yeah. So. And service is key. Like I said this on another show, it's people that will show up on time, do what they say they're going to do, and say please and thank you, they're going to win. And it's so challenging to find that in our community, just because it seems like everybody is covered up.
Oh,
it's like there's not enough service providers for the demand that we have in our area.
Yeah, we have a big demand. We have trying to think how I'm trying to word this. So we have a big demand, but there's companies out there, there's smaller companies like me that can do it. You just have to trust into the companies.
Yeah.
So, these small companies, they're not going to have the equipment, the big stuff like Back to Nature and Valley Landscaping has.
Yeah.
But they can do the work. They're just going to do it different.
Yeah.
And you got to have the trust in the companies to be able to,
and
to do that.
That's the branding side of it.
Yeah.
When you have those companies that have been out for decades now, 20 plus years at least, and they've built that relationship, and they've put marketing and advertising out to the community, and people recognize them. Just take a moment to really realize, they only have a space for a certain few people And you want to invade their mind space when it comes to landscaping and mowing service. Yes. So definitely keep that in your mind as you're moving forward on how do I make my name more seen? How do I get more attention?
Yes.
How do I get more attention? And this is a great segue into the next thing that I want to talk about is where are you on social media other than Facebook? Are you on anything else? I know we lack time to do all the other things, but are you on any Instagram or TikTok or, have you started a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Have you done any of that?
So I don't have a YouTube or TikTok, but we have Instagram too. We have Instagram and then the Facebook and then the website. That's all. I'd love to get into the TikTok and YouTubing.
Yeah.
It's hard to find time to do
doubt.
it all.
No
It's
doubt.
hard to find time.
If I were giving you some more advice is I would almost say transfer your time that you spend on Instagram over to TikTok. Like if I had to choose one, I would definitely choose TikTok over Instagram just because it's so hard to get organic reach on Instagram right now that TikTok, you could there's people edging out mulch beds that are getting hundreds of thousands of likes.
Oh yeah,
so,
I see that on TikTok all the time. I have a personal TikTok. But
so you roll through.
I do roll through TikTok, and you see it all the time. I just don't have a business page.
Yeah,
but you see it all the time. where they edge out beds. The satisfying.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, let's run one of those. And I want you to react to, that one right there. Do we have any sound? No doubt. It's going to. So how many likes does that one have? 813,000.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It's just this. People like it. It's satisfying for people. It's crazy, but that's why I love it. It's satisfying. You're cleaning the house. Landscaping makes it look so much cleaner. You wouldn't believe what it does to clean up a property.
So that's the basic, like at the end of the job, that's like trimming up around the ears, right?
Yeah.
And around the neck of your haircut.
Yeah. Definitely.
It's just amazing. If you had a brand, like last week, I told the guys last week that they should rebrand themselves as the Engraving Kings. Like, I think everything should be centered around the possibility that you could create a show around your business.
Yeah.
Like you could be on TV doing what you're doing and like these be some of the moments that you put on, but go like that mansion one that has all that hardscaping that's done. Like this stuff too. Like that's that's really cool stuff. Like 77,000 likes on that is your path to not spending a whole lot of money on marketing.
Yeah.
And if you can get one viral piece of content around something so simple that you do every single day, you could literally go to each job and do one thing to post on here and have the potential to change your life.
Yeah, go viral.
Yeah. Yeah, so this one we're not going to be able to play the sound on. It's like a James Bond theme music thing, but and this is resodding things. Is that something that?
Oh yeah, I have a boy that works for me that does the sodding, and he is excellent at it. He does great work.
So that's something that you would provide as well.
Yes,
laying
definitely.
that stuff down. Gotcha. What we got next? Do what? Okay, I thought we had one of like a big mansion that had like a pool around it. But anyway, so this is some of the examples of what Matthew would provide, and let's bring up his Facebook page too. Go and just kind of point out some things that I was telling him about. Scroll down just a little bit and go to his business page. Oh, let's talk about this. You're a volunteer firefighter?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about that.
I enjoy it. I volunteer at Blacksburg, Station 1. My grandpa and my uncle, did it for 55 years. My uncle is still on it, still doing it. He was the lieutenant at Blacksburg Police Department, and he's done fire department his whole life too, and I joined, and it's part of my life. It's always been since I was a little kid. I enjoy it.
It's fascinating that you're just kind of taking direction from your family and kind of like providing a legacy for them. Like everything that they've influenced you to, you kind of gravitated toward and you held on to, and that's important to you as well.
Yeah,
you know, it's pretty cool.
It's all about helping the community.
Yeah.
I love helping the community. That's what it's all about. It's helping.
Tell me about a shift at the Blacksburg Fire Department. Like, you know, like how does that work? Do you have to take on 48-hour shift and you're sleeping at the firehouse or something like that?
So how we do it, we have 3 stations in the town of Blacksburg. We have station 1, 2, and 3. Each station gets a week. So right now we're on station 2. People sign up for their call. You know, that week they'll sign up to be on call. So we have 2 pay guys during the day that run all the, you know, fire alarms and stuff. But in the evenings and nights, we all sign up for 3 nights a week to be on to go to them fire alarms and stuff. But if say we have a structure or something like that, we're all there. We're all going, no matter what time of day it is. Yeah, we're coming.
And how available do you have to be when it's your shift? Like, you're in the firehouse at that time, right?
Yeah, so we stay there. If it's our call, if we sign up for that night, it's our call night, our call week, we're there. We're there 24/7, no matter if we're just training or what, or hanging out. Yeah. We're at the station ready to go to be there.
So not only do you have a desire to grow a big business and do good work for profit, you're willing to give back, and that's a non-paid volunteered spot, right?
Yeah, it's volunteer, no pay. It's all volunteer. You're doing it for
you pretty much have to sit out. You, like right now in your life, when you're on call for the fire department, you forego any income.
Oh yeah, I sit out of my life. I sit out, you know, making money. I want to help people.
So just as important as that is, like, you need to create a system where you can step out for a week and do your civil duty, you know, like your volunteership, and your business can continue to crank outside of you having your hand on it.
Totally.
You know, so like, this is going to be fun, man. Like, when we look back at you know, 5 years from now or even 2 years from now on where you are, like, this will be like a jumping off point to say, how far did he grow? You know, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun to look back on for sure. Let's go to his business page and check that out. Yeah, man. I hope you're not offended by any of the advice. I mean, because totally. I'm sure you had a process of going through, Massie Enterprises LLC.
Yeah.
But I would definitely tell you to take, at minimum, take the LLC off, because nobody cares that you're an incorporated business.
Yeah.
Just say Massie Enterprises. We specialize in XXX, and we love to do Y. Type thing. So that's what I would do. I would change that up a little bit.
Yes, sir.
I would definitely be like this right here. That's a great post. Showing just you need to have something daily. I've been peppering these platforms multiple times a day for a decade.
Yes.
And that's why I'm recognizable. That's why, I feel like we've invaded people's mind of real estate service.
Yes,
if you go to everything Christiansburg and someone or Rafford or anybody that's looking for recommendations for a real estate service, my name pops up.
It's out there.
Somebody will mention my name and tag me in that post. I'm not forgotten in those posts.
Yes, sir.
So like, that's real. So you've got. When did you pick that skid steer up?
So I've had it for probably 3 months now. One of the greatest machines I've bought.
Yeah.
So I can do so much work with that thing.
Gotcha.
It's a great machine. I've had it for, like I said, about 3 months now.
So tell me exactly what all you can do with that.
I've tore down buildings with it. I've cleared brush. We had a bunch of land I cleared. I graded out, cleared up so we could build a fence up.
So if you had a bunch of trees on a piece of land, that probably wouldn't. I mean, you need like a front end loader, or I guess that is a front end loader, right?
So it depends. That thing will push over trees. It depends on the size of the trees, the size of the property.
Yeah.
It all depends. But I want to get into building to get to that size to be able to do the biggest job out there.
Gotcha.
I want to be able to get to there.
Yeah. So you're looking to get these big equipment items, backhoes and
all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I want to get into that. Just takes time. So
what are we saying here?
Just a job I did. It was if you can hear on there.
Anything from landscaping, construction,
just some
and
telling
etc.
about
Yeah.
stuff I
We're here at
do.
this job today,
Yeah.
clearing
clearing
land.
Good stuff.
We're clearing out his property line.
That's one of the boys that work
All the-
for me.
Nice.
There's a couple yards I mow. There's one,
Good
and then
stuff.
there's another.
Oh yeah, that one's really good. Yeah, you need to make a daily. You need to make it like what after the before and afters are excellent. So if you could go and you could do the before you stepped onto the property and then
And
take one
after.
afterwards, I think that would be amazing too. So yeah, that was you. Was that you picking that up?
Yeah, that's when I first bought it. I bought that trailer with a skid steer and a grapple bucket and some bucket to be able to dig out.
Nice.
So
Cool, man. What else we got here? All right. So we talked about the future a little bit, but just give me what your vision is. Like, how many employees, how many clients, like, what's your revenue goals? Let's make it customary for people not to be afraid of talking about how much money they want to make.
Yeah.
That should not be something people are afraid to talk about. From where you are today, when this is all said and done, what kind of company do you envision? Where do you think you are, as far as scale goes, and income wise? Like, what are your goals there?
So I want to be as big as Valley. I want to be as big as them.
Yeah.
But right now I'm like right in between I'm like in the middle, like medium.
Yeah.
I'm still growing. Because I want to be as big as Valley. I want to make, $500,000. I want to do $1 million worth of work a year.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where we want to be too.
Yeah.
I want to gross $1 million.
I want to gross $1 million. I want to.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yes, sir.
I mean, it's possible.
Oh, it is.
And the fact that it's possible here in the New River Valley should give a lot of people inspiration that they can also run on their passion.
Anybody can do what they want. You just got to have the dream and you got to work for it.
You can't just dream about it though. You got to go and put the work in.
Yeah, you can't dream about it and sit inside and think about it. Hey, I want to do this. You got to go do the work. I used to think, I'm going to dream about it and do a few here and there.
Yeah.
It's a lot more to it. You
Yeah.
got to do it, not just think about it.
Yeah. Well, I'm running out of things. What is there any questions out there? You guys have any questions? Like, what can I do to? You're here. We're helping you here. What can I do to further help you? Like, what can we do to push you to more of our clients? Like, anything like that.
So like Dave, your friend Dave Schuler, Dave, he's a great guy. He was on here, I think, one episode.
Yeah, he's been on a couple of times.
So with Brace Home Loans, I think it is.
Brace Home Loans. Yeah,
he's helped me out. So like real estate agents, they've helped me out with. I'll do them deals cheaper. Like when they have a house they want to sell.
Yeah.
I'll go in and do it cheaper, than anybody else. I'll do it for $20, $25.
Yeah.
To get it. That way I can build business from them.
Yeah.
So I'll do it cheap. Leave a door hanger. Talk to the people that buy the place. Say, hey, this is who I am. This is what I do.
So if you're a real estate agent in the New River Valley and you have something you need done on the fly, call Matthew. Y'all can work out some deal to get him in the door.
Oh, yeah.
And then he can retail his service off to the client if they want to continue. So if you're in a pinch,
definitely,
let's get you a call.
Definitely. I even do, like foreclosure cleanups. I do debris cleanups. Like, college kids, when they come to town, they leave everything.
Yeah.
They leave everything. So I'll go in and clean everything up and take it away and clean the apartment, the houses up.
So
whatever.
you're willing to make dump runs? And
Oh, yeah, dump runs. We will come in and do landscaping, anything from landscaping to the outside to inside.
Yeah.
We'll do anything inside and outside. So,
Gotcha. Cool.
yes, sir.
Any questions from anybody? Okay. All right, man. Well, I think that was a pretty action-packed, 30 minutes or so. I appreciate you being on.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, man. All right. So next week we're still trying to lock in next week. We don't know exactly which way we're going to go, but we have a couple different options. Just waiting for somebody to confirm, and I guess that'll do it for episode 45. Matthew Massie, if you need landscaping service, yard maintenance, need some junk removed, this is your guy. So
Anything.
until next week, guys and gals, we'll talk to you then.